Hey, what's up everyone? So today was the first day of Funko Fair 2022, where they reveal the upcoming Funko Pops for the year. Not all of them, of course. Now, I'm really not sure if this is taking place of like Toy Fair now, if Toy Fair just isn't going on anymore because of the pandemic, or what. Doesn't really matter, just big reveal day. And the very first reveals were some Paka Paka Odd Avocados. Now, I'm pretty sure that Odd Avocado is a slur for Californians, but I'm going to let that slide because these are actually kind of cute. Different idea, that's for sure. Not sure what's up with the little dragon looking one on the corner. Somebody that's familiar with Paka Paka, let me know what the deal is. Because I want to say I've seen that dragon before, or whatever that thing is. Is that like the Paka Paka mascot or something? They're also making some plushies, which honestly, I don't think I'd be able to tell if these were avocados if they didn't have that tag on them. Maybe the other side, you know, is like the avocado skin color. But straight on like this, they don't really look like avocados to me. Still, kind of a fun idea. These Boruto ones were actually revealed a while ago. I imagine they fell victim to the delays and all that. But what I don't think was revealed before was these glow-in-the-dark ones, which are pretty cool. And I imagine that a lot of Funko collectors now are getting black lights because of all the black light pops. But of course, the glow-in-the-dark ones look great in black light. And I feel that's kind of reinvigorated people's desire to collect glow-in-the-dark pops. So it's cool that they're making 3 of them. The original Tiny Tina, I think, is a really great pop. One of the first ones I remember seeing like an abundance of detail in the sculpt. And these new Tiny Tina's Wonderland pops look really good. Like the sculpting on these is amazing. Super colorful. All of them. Like the more you look at them, the more details you see. They're pretty impressive. Not something I would get. I'm not really into Borderlands. Or whatever this is from, I'm guessing it's a new game. But I do have to admit how detailed they are, especially that Tiny Tina. It looks really, really good. I'm definitely not into these Apex Legends pops at all. I think these are pretty ugly designs. They may be accurate to the game, and maybe I don't like them because I don't play the game, but they're pretty ugly to me. But they are detailed, but not for me. I'm just not a fan of a lot of the modern day video game pops. I like video game pops from like classic games, but I'm just not into the new ones. Could be because the new video games aren't like tested by time yet. And honestly, like I'll play a new game sometimes for like, you know, a year or two maybe. And then I'm like super sick of it. And it just doesn't have that same kind of like nostalgia for me. Now these Legally Blonde pops are probably my favorite reveals from today. Elle Woods is such an endearing, likable character. Completely unexpected really. I'm not sure how popular Legally Blonde even is. And my favorite is definitely the bunny ears one. But I think the other 2 are really good as well. But honestly, I think Funko needs to hire like some kind of pop culture nerd to throw some ideas out there before they commit to which ones they're going to make. Because I think the funniest thing that came out of Legally Blonde, and I remember at the time, me and my friends used to do it, my girlfriend used to do it, and that was the bend and snap.
It's called the bend and snap. Watch this. I dropped something on the floor that I need to pick up. So you bend and snap. See? Come on, you try.
It was just so damn funny to do that just out of nowhere, to just start bending and snapping people or each other. And I really think it's a missed opportunity for them not to do a bend and snap version of Elle. It would have really mixed it up instead of having 2 with the glasses on. But I still really like these. There's a crazy amount of details in them if you look close. Really looking forward to seeing these in person.
And snap. Okay. Yeah. A little less bend, a little more snap. Like this? Good snap.
Funko is also coming out with another skate deck. And I think this is one of the cooler products that Funko puts out. Awesome for a collectibles room, or even just like a regular bedroom. It's pretty cool. They don't overdo them, and they are pretty limited. And I like this Masters of the Universe design because it reminds me of the way they would have like airbrushed this kind of artwork in the 80s. It's got the Funko Pop style, but the technique definitely looks like something you'd see painted on the side of a van in the 80s. Or on, you know, a toy box. Batman Forever Art Series Two-Face is easily the stupidest reveal of the day. It's definitely the ugliest, but that goes without saying because it's an art series. So of course it's going to be ugly. They're all ugly. But Two-Face, his defining feature is that his face is split in half and they're contrasting colors. Same with his clothing. In every version of Two-Face, there's a clear distinction between both sides of his face. And what does Funko do? They decide to pick two colors that look almost identical and then put the same like zebra pattern on it to make it look even more similar. It's like, all right, let's take this purple color and reduce it by 10% for the other side of the face. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it probably would have been better if they just would have made it like, I don't know, all gray like the coin and then scuffed up. That's stupid too. You know, this whole thing is stupid. Like, they really need to just stop and think, like, would I buy this? And imagine the most people that designed this probably wouldn't. Honestly, it just feels like Funko's trolling us at this point with these. They revealed a Wonder Woman Rebirth comic book cover, and I think this pop looks really good. But, you know, like I've said a million times, I just wish I could just get the pop in a regular pop box, because it's not a real comic book in there. If it was like a reprint of the comic book, that would be cool, and to me, it would merit having this big giant box. And honestly, I think the quality control on most of these is pretty bad, because I see so many, like, not just the comic books, but throughout all of the pops that Funko puts out in these oversized cases like this, like the albums and all that, a lot of the times the pops are like leaning over, they're not seated right, and you can't really open them up to fix it. And it's unfortunate because so many of the pops look really good. Like this Wonder Woman looks really good. I just wish they could be done either as just regular pops or try to incorporate the background without having to have Wonder Woman on the background. Like make the pop just be the only Wonder Woman and then just have the artwork behind it to make it look like it's a 3D version of the comic book or the album or whatever they're doing like this. I just feel that would be better, but I don't know. I think a lot of people do like these. That's just my personal opinion. They're also making a couple of new Britney Spears pops, and one of them is an album. Like, so how I said before, like how cooler would it have been if Britney Spears was just right in the middle and they don't have the actual image of Britney Spears, but they do have the background and they do have the Britney Spears typeface. So it looks like a 3D version of the album. That to me would look better. But maybe they've tried that and it doesn't look better, and the way I'm imagining it in my head isn't like something that's possible maybe for it to be done that way and look good. Still, it's a nice collectible because there really isn't a whole lot of new Britney Spears merch being made. And I think the circus pop is also really good. I would have preferred the top hat instead of that like little stingy brim cowboy hat or whatever that is. It's cool that it has a chase, and the pop is designed pretty well overall. The only thing I don't like about a couple of the Britney Spears pops is that I think that they made the actual microphone like little stem too thick. It really draws my eye. Like if you look at it, it's thicker than the actual whip. And it's like that on a couple of the older ones too, or maybe just one of them. But I remember it just really distracting me from the overall design of it. And another Funko Pop Rocks. And it's one of my favorite style of Pop Rocks they make, where they actually make the mascot of the band. This is Knucklehead from Five Finger Death Punch. Pretty cool band. I saw them live in Sacramento a few years ago. Well, a few, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe longer, shit. But pretty cool band. I didn't exactly go out and buy their albums or anything, but they were fun to watch. And this is definitely an interesting design. Lots of cool details. Overall, this guy's going to stand out in your collection for sure. This next one got a chuckle out of me. It's Be Real of Cypress Hill as Dr. Green Thumb from the music video.
Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb. Hello, my name is Dr. Green Thumb.
Lots of details. Pretty ugly pop, right? But if you know what this is, it's funny. I do wish the teeth were sculpted. That appears to be a decal. Maybe that's just for the concept here. Would be great if they were sculpted. But even if they're not, it's cool that they actually put the teeth in there. Definitely one that would look great with the Towley Funko Pop that just came out. Totally out of left field, but much appreciated. Between this, Elle Woods, Britney Spears, that Super Bowl halftime show, it's shaping up to be the year of the elder millennials.
If you see the pics, there's no need to run, cause some of these chicks are down with green thumb.
Alright guys, that was the first day of the Funko Fair reveals for 2022. Let me know in the comments below what you liked or disliked from today's reveals, and what you would like to see from the ones coming up. Thanks for watching and take it easy.
Starszy mnie ta, nie